What's up everybody, Thomas here. We're back again working on the 1985 Merkur XR4Ti. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the playlist as well. And today we're going to be looking at taking off the upper intake manifold in order to get a look at this coolant temperature sensor which is in there. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And yeah, hopefully we'll be figuring out what the issue is with the coolant temperature gauge, because it doesn't work inside the vehicle. So we're going to start out here with the one that's on the vehicle, and then we'll move along basically, and then we'll diagnose as we go, and hopefully we'll find the issue. And if we don't find the issue, well then I guess we'll come back to that. So yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is of course remove that upper intake manifold. So let's get into it. The upper intake manifold is basically this piece right here, and maybe the throttle body as well. So that's the part that we're going to be taking off. And under here, right in there, is where the coolant temperature sensor is. So I've read the procedure already, so I kind of know what I'm doing. And yeah, let me grab some tools and we'll jump right into it. Should be a fairly simple procedure, and then we'll see what the sensor is like. Alrighty, so the first couple of things we got to remove are the accelerator cable bracket, and a couple of hoses up top here. So we're going to start with those. Accelerator cable is just a little clip here, and there we go. Then we can take off the bracket that holds it in place. We'll take off the bracket, so that'll be a couple of bolts there. We'll take off this vacuum supply hose, and also I'll take off this oh sorry, this is a fuel vacuum. This is the vacuum hose for the vacuum tree. So this connects to all vacuum powered accessories. So we'll take this off. Maybe these pliers aren't the right ones for the job. Have to pick at that one a little. There we go. That is off. All right. Now for the linkage bracket. The linkage bracket is probably a 15 maybe. So we'll see if we can get that off. No, too big. 13 then. Yep. No problem. That's come off. Put this off to the side. I'm going to put these bolts in a tray I have. Next, of course, is the intake hose here. So we're going to take this off. That was easy. Cool silicone intake hose. We'll just loosen that other clamp up so it's not quite so squished. Oopsies. There we go. Should probably get another clamp to go on the other side of this thing. Then it's the EGR tubes stuff here. Disconnect those. They look like a 12 maybe. I'd say 12 probably. I don't know. Maybe a 10 then. Yeah, so the EGR tubes are over here. Located on the back. This big mushroom looking kind of thing. So I'll take that off. And yeah, it says it's a 10 mil. Gotten those out now. I was worried they might be pretty seized, but that's obviously not the case. These will go in the parts tray. That's that out. Oh, shoot, the bolt fell down. There it is. Make sure that comes off. It's just on there. Alright, well, we'll deal with that later. Next is this little fuel pulse dampener. We're just taking it right off the bracket here. And then after this guy comes off, we're going to take off the oil dipstick connector, because that's what the procedure says to do for some reason. I'm not really sure why. We might just leave that actually for now. It looks like it's probably a 12 mil. Not a 12 mil, 13. We might need a ratchet, a wrench for this one, because it's a pretty low. All right, 13 mil wrench. No problem. There we go. This comes off. Just leave it off to the side. Put it out of the way. Then next is the engine oil dipstick, mounting bolt, the pulse damper bracket, and then the bolts. And then we take the whole thing off. All right. So there's a 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter back there. All right, this first 10 mils off. Second 10 millimeters off. So get this. Yes, the bracket here I'm removing is on the back side here, just two 10 mils. And there's a random body ground that goes to it. Apparently my dipstick tube thing, I think this is it. It's already been loosened and it doesn't, and the dipstick's broken off of it, I guess. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, so this is the fuel pulse dampener bracket. This is the dipstick bracket. And the dipstick's already broken off. It kind of sits all wobbly anyways, so. I guess that's an issue. I'm not really sure. So next, after that, it's start removing the bolts, the lower bolts. So the lower bolts are gonna be, they look like 13 or 14 mils. Let's see, 13 mil? No, probably a 14 mil though. Yep, 14 mils. One, two. Now we're gonna need a deep socket for that one. All right, I have a 14 mil deep socket. All right, it's bolt number 3. And finally, bolt number 4. That's replace all of them. Now we can lift this up. Pop that off. Okay, all right. And lift this up. Just move it out of the way, like so. There we go. One upper intake manifold removed.